Hi folk, that's me back, and I've pulled out a load of different things that I'm going to decorate these with. Um, I have sanded round all my paper. If I show you up close, you can see the sanded edge. It's not heavily sanded, but it is sanded, okay? And it'll just hopefully give it a nicer finish. I am going to distress it with Victorian velvet. I did have out tattered rose, and just a wee tip before you do it on your project, the scrap paper that I had punched something out of, I used the tattered rose here. Wait a minute, I see that it's there. Come on, focus. That's the tattered rose, and it's really, really faint, and it wasn't what I was looking for. So I tried the Victorian velvet, and I felt that was more substantial to what I was looking at. Come on, focus. Definitely more substantial, so that's what I'm going to distress it with. And if I need to, I can tone it down with one of the brown colours if I really need to. Blooming autofocus drives me nuts. There we go. So I'm just going to get around the edge with that. And I'm working it into the chipboard as well, because I don't want the chipboard shown as boldly as it is. But if it does, I will go in with some paint maybe. We'll see, because it's not covering as well as I would have liked it to. But we'll see. It might be okay. I'm just going to turn it over and just give this side just a quick run around as well. Just helps blend it all in nicely. There we go. Yep, like that. So I'll put that back there now, but I will be needing it again. Right, hot glue gun will need to go on. Oh, come on. Be good. Drives me nuts. Right, so I have pulled out a few bits and bobs. I have got some laces from Scrimpy's. This is going in the reverse actually. So that'll go there like a pocket, okay? But it also gives me the dangles. I have got this rosette trim, which has got pearls in it. And I'll zoom in and let you see. Oops. It's got pearls here on the right, but I didn't like them. It didn't really suit what I was wanting, so I just pulled back the rosette and gently twisted it off. If it's a bit stiff like this one was, then you can use pliers or scissors, but it's not that difficult. So let me just try and centre that, because I will be adding a little something in there that's going to go across there like that. I have got this butterflies that I also got from Scrimpy's. That'll be going on there and there. I found my crocodile, which I'm going to use to cut the tab at the top. So I'm just going to eyeball my centre area. About there. So I'm just going to start putting it together. So the reverse side. I want this on here. So I'm going to start down at the bottom and just lift this little bit and place it down. Put this little bit and place it down. That little bit. Place it down. Place it down. And then I will do this bottom section. Just flip them up gently. 1, 2, 3. Let them fall down and just give them a gentle press on. And that gives me my pocket area. Okay. It's not very deep, but it is only for a few little tags like that, so it's absolutely fine. Then we have got this one to put on, which will be going on there. So I'm just going to turn that and gently just glue it down. And I just need to be careful that I don't glue the pocket down. So I'm just going to use this just to make sure. That's fine. Oops. Don't know why they've got blue on them. I need to cut those bottom sections off a wee bit. So let me see. We'll do 1, 1, 2, 2, and that evens it up on either side. I don't know why they had, the bottom of them had some blue ink, I'd imagine, but at least that way I've still got some dangle, and it still looks decent. Now I've got some, let's see, I'm going to use these ones, I think. But I will be using some glossy accents for putting them in. So I'm just going to drop a wee bit of glossy accents into the centre. Oops. Move over, that is. There we go. Wee bit of glossy accents. Then I have got my tweezers here. And these are different sized. So I'm putting 2 larger ones at the outside and 2 smaller ones on the insides. If that will just go in and stop messing about. There we go. And that matches the colour palette that I'm using. So I'm going to go over here and do this one now, which is Being a Pest. Just glossy accents in there. Drop that in like that. What? Think so. Might be 9. I'm just putting it a wee bit in both of those ones because it'll take a wee minute to dry anyway. Drop that one in, and the second one. Oops. Right, so we've got that done there. Okay. And it does go with the palette now. Oops. But just to add another wee bit of frill, I think I'm going to add, let me see first. No, don't want that. Don't want that. add a wee bit of this one in. Just need to find what edge is the end. There we go. I'm just untangling some. Sorry, I was talking my needle in my mouth. Little plate was needing adjusted. If I put that on there, it'll soften it, and then I just need a thinner something there. So I'm just going to snip that there. And glue that down. Yep. Let's just put it onto my tulle, because again I don't want the pocket to be glued down, and I'm just gently patting it into the lace below it. Because if I use too firm a pressure, it's going to seep through and stop the pocket being usable. There we go. And now we need something for across there. I did pull out some beads, but I don't think they're wide enough. So let me see these. Not sure of them. Let's see what's got here. We'll try a bit of that. No, doesn't look right. Will you be quiet? I'm filming you, you pest. We'll use that white braiding. Yeah. Snip a bit of that off. Put the lid back on my glossy accents. Right. I'm actually not sure of these now. I think I'm taking them off. They're not matching with the rest of it now. I think I'll be putting white or cream in there. It's less, it's just no want to come away. There we go. Right, so where am I? Braiding. That's going down there, like that. Again, I'm just going to run a bit of glue right across and just stick that down. And again, I'm only patting it down, and I'll trim the edges off at the end because I like to make sure I've got enough to cover. Right, so I've got some wee white dots here that I'll use, I think, because the ones that were on it were full petals and they were just two dimensional. I didn't want as much as that, so these ones are just halves. So again, just a bit of glossy accents in each of them. Hopefully if it'll move. Pin. Right, so where did that other one go? I brushed it off. Honest to goodness. Don't know where the hang went to. Pull out another few. Can't see them. So here goes. No, they're not the same colour. Those ones are. Right, try again. So, two centre ones, a little bit smaller, turn over. Oh my lord. Tip to the wise, don't do intricate projects when your hands are playing up. There we go. One in. Two in. Three in. And lastly, 4. Right, that looks a bit better. Happy with that. And our tags are here. So we've got 1 and 2. So that's the back done. For now, I'm just going to wait to the end and then trim these bits off. Right, so the front now. This was a double plaque. It looked like that when I first got it, but the pearl is very dimensional, and I wasn't really wanting that much dimension in it, so I took it apart, and the bit that's inside it has disappeared. It's like a little metal catch, but it's easy to come apart. So that was all I done. Took them apart, and I want one there, and I want one there, and then I'll put some rhinestones down the body area. I have got this wee shabby chic flower that came on a trim that I'm just going to cut down a wee bit. I have also got this here that I stamped out. I used the same paper line that's on the back, and I stamped this out of Butterfly Basics from Stampin' Up. I used my VersaFine black onyx, and then I have been over it with an embossing powder, and I used Stampendous. Come on, focus. I think this camera is going to annoy me. Yeah, you can see, oops, you can see the embossing on it if I move it slightly in the light. And it means when I go to distress the edges that it's going to resist off the wording, which is perfect. So I want that down here somewhere. I also have another dangle trim here that I want to use on the front, but it's not as wide as the back one, so it won't take up too much space on the front. So I'll put that on first, and I think I'm going to double layer it so that I get 2 layers of dangles. So let me see, cut that there first. And put it on like that. Take that off. Rid of that paper. And get that down. So I'm just going to put some glue across the bottom. And place that on. Just give it a wee press down like that. Then the next layer, I'm hoping will kind of off-centre it, so it will look, yeah, so it will look a bit fuller. Amanda, if you watch this when you come home, please get some more of this trim because I really like it. I like that there's not a broad upper area. Can put the pin back in would be good. My hands are really awful today. Right, so I want that off-centered. So I'm going to start at the centre this time so I can see where I'm working from. So I want it there. And then I'll glue down the other sides. Ouchie, ouchie. Yeah, quite like that. And I think I may add the gathered trim at the bottom as well. Just to make it a bit fuller. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I've just got to chop off the excess. Turn it around that way. Take the tags out to keep falling out. And then, let me just see what height we're going on it. The stitching just about here. I want it to be a similar height to the other side. Doesn't need to be exact, but I'd like it as near as I can. Right. Trim that a little bit off. Then I'm going to add a little bit of that braiding in again, I think. Sure I kept some out. Let's see. Snipping a little bit off. Just and no more. Let me see. Right, so want it there. And come across. Right. And I'm not worried about glue strands, I'll blitz them at the end. My heat gun. I think I'll tuck that round if I can. I'm just going to neaten it up a wee bit. No, I'm not. I'm just going to trim them. Right, so that's the front part. I'm just going to neaten these edges up now. So that's the bottom part done. So I'm just putting my scissors on par with the side of the tag and snipping away. And then I'll just straighten up this. That's that part done. And that's come off, that's fine. And we'll do the same with this side. That's nice and neat now. That's just needing a wee tack there in a minute. Just going to tack that wee bit down a wee bit more. There we go. And you can see the sides there are quite neat now. That one isn't. Why? I've just got to fix that now. There we go. So it's nice and neat now. Right. I want my first butterfly. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on the centre. And I want that just about here with its wing protruding over the side. Then I have my second butterfly where I've thrown them. Could we thing here? And it's needing a wee tidy up a wee bit. So there's a wee extra loose bit of string and tulle there that I'm just trimming away. And I want that just here, coming round the front slightly. So again, I'm just a wee bit of hot glue on the centre area so the wings can still move. And it also means that the butterflies can change direction who's on the front. As I said, the stamp is from the basics, butterfly basics, and I'll just show you exactly what I've done. So it's on my clear block of VersaFine ink, inked it up, placed, in fact I'll do it at the other side so I've got plenty of space for cutting it, stamped it on, let the ink transfer for a minute. pull it up. I then used my Stupendous, and it is, wait a see, my detailed clear transparent. It's fabulous, and it works wonders, but I'm not going to do that on camera because it's really noisy. I then used my decorative label sponge from Stampin' Up, and I just went in, centered it where I wanted it, around there, and just popped it out. I am now just going to distress the edges of the one I done. I will do something with that later. So I'm just distressing the edges of it slightly so that it matches the rest of the project. And as I said, because the ink has been embossed, it won't run or smudge. There we go. So that can go in there. Put it up a wee bit, I think. But I'm just putting it down with hot glue because it will give me a wee bit of dimension if I want to tuck anything behind it. There we go. Then, what do I want? I have got some Ian, have a good day. Wait a minute. Anyway, I'll leave it here for now and I will speak to you all shortly. I'll come back with the finished project. Bye for now.